Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you enjoyed today's content, please click like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Please share the video to your friends and family if you think this is something they would be interested in. For part 2 of the simple future tense, we'll talk about the slight differences between will and be going to. We'll talk about certainty, time clauses, and I'm also going to tell you about some other forms that you can use to express the future. So let's begin. Will and be going to basically mean the same thing if we are trying to express a future activity that is 100% certain. There is no difference between I will go to school tomorrow or I am going to go to school tomorrow. Both sentences mean that you are 100% sure that a future activity will happen. Will and be going to are also used to make predictions about the future. And they mean the same thing. In the example, Frank will be a good doctor someday. Or Frank is going to be a good doctor someday. Both sentences mean that you are predicting or you are assuming that this will happen in the future. There is a slight difference when you're talking about a prior plan versus something that you decided at the moment of speaking. We use will when we want to express a decision that we made at the moment of speaking. For example, if you see someone having a problem or if they need to solve something, you can say, "Oh, I'll help you." However, if you're going to express a prior plan, something that you decided before speaking, if you had an intention, for example, I ordered some mugs online. The reason why I ordered some mugs online is because I'm going to give them out as presents. This subtle difference is not very important, but if you want to sound more natural, you need to know the difference between the two. Earlier, I said that using will and be going to mean the same thing, and it is 100% certain when you talk about future activities or events. But if you only want to say that you are 90% certain or 90% sure, we can add the word probably after will or after the auxiliary verb be going to. So in the positive, we can say I will probably go to work on Monday, which means that you are 90% sure that you are going to work on Monday. I am probably going to go to work on Monday. It means again that you are only 90% sure that this activity will happen. For the negative, the probably will be added before the auxiliary verb. So, if you are 90% sure that you will not go to work on Monday, then you can say I probably won't go to work on Monday, or I probably am not going to go to work on Monday. To express that you're only 50% sure about the event in the future, you can use the auxiliary verb may instead of will or be going to. You can say I may go to work on Monday or I may not go to work on Monday. Both sentences mean the same thing. It means that you are not sure. You are only 50-50, or you are guessing. Another way of expressing 50% certainty is by adding the word maybe at the beginning of your sentence. So if your original sentence is I will go to work on Monday, if we add maybe at the beginning of your sentence, maybe I will go to work on Monday, it means now that you are 50% sure that you will go to work on Monday. But remember that we only add maybe at the beginning of the sentence. Another way of expressing the future tense is by using the simple present tense. Hmm? The simple future tense can be used to talk about the future if we're talking about a definite schedule or if it is on a timetable. So, tomorrow the train departs at 8 a.m. There is a festival next weekend. You will notice that we did not use will and we did not use be going to. We only used simple present verbs like departs and is or be. This only works using certain verbs like depart, arrive, start, end, begin, finish, leave, open, close, and be. Other verbs will not be able to express the future tense. But if you are on a definite time schedule, you can use these verbs to express a future time and also by using future time words like tomorrow, next weekend, next month, next year, and so on and so on. Another tense that we can use to express the future is the present progressive tense. And earlier, I mentioned this between will and be going to. So for be going to, we can use it to express a definite plan made before speaking. It's the same thing with the present progressive. And in the present progressive, there should be a time word to express that it is a future event and not a current event. Or it also depends on the situation. So in the example, I am bringing my daughter to work tomorrow. It means that you are definitely bringing your daughter to work tomorrow because you have planned it and you probably have no choice. That's why you are bringing your daughter to work tomorrow. The children are going on a trip this Saturday. It means that it is already planned out and they are definitely going on a trip this Saturday. If this is confusing for you, you can always use will, you can always use be going to express the future. You don't necessarily need to use the simple present or the present progressive, but these are options that English speakers use when they want to talk about the future. If you remember the discussion on time clauses, we're going to use the same time words like while, when, after, before, until, as soon as to indicate our time clause. In the simple future tense, the time clause is in the simple present tense, while the main clause is in the simple future tense. In the first example, before the movie starts, Kate will buy some popcorn. We know that our time clause has the word before, and then we have a comma which separates your time clause from your main clause. So the time clause before the movie starts, comma, Kate will buy some popcorn. In the second example, where we use no comma, we will put the time clause at the end of the sentence. So the main clause will start, Kate will buy some popcorn, and then before the movie starts, so before is our time clause word, so we know that this is the beginning of our time clause. Aside from time clauses, we can also use what we call an if clause. And the if clause in the future tense contains the simple present form, comma, and then your main clause will be the simple future form. In the first example, if Kate buys popcorn, comma, I am going to buy the drinks. So there is a condition. If Kate does this, then I'm going to do this. If we don't want the comma, we can always start with our main clause, I'm going to buy the drinks if Kate buys popcorn. So again, there is a condition that you will do something only if something else happens. The last form that I'm going to discuss is be about to. When we use be about to, it means that something will happen in the near future or the immediate future. In the example, I am about to go to work, or the people are about to board the plane. This means that in the next few minutes or in the next few seconds, this activity or this event is about to happen. If you go to a conference or a seminar, normally they would announce something like, please take your seats, we're about to begin the seminar, or we are about to begin the conference. Or sometimes you will hear it as the movie is about to start. So this means that this activity will happen very soon, in the next few minutes or in the next few seconds. Well, that's it for today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below and I'll try to answer them. And I really hope that you try the other forms aside from will and be going to improve your English. So, thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video.